Hello. Hello, everyone. And yeah, welcome to the High Ground Podcast. I am hanging out and let's see here. Yeah, we're going to be talking to random people about Star Wars and just, having fun. I was waiting for a couple people to start joining. But yeah, got tons of news. Um, but I will start by first bringing up my good buddy, Cal Ford.
Hello.
How's it going, Cal?
Oh, it's going well.
Cal, I got Cal here in the background. He's helping me with this, helping pull people up and get them ready to join. And so, yeah, you can. I mean, you can give more people the link, and then I can pull them up one by one or three. I can get 10 people in here in the waiting room at a time.
Awesome. Okay, I didn't know how many I could send that link out to right away.
No worries. But yeah, Cal, what's got you excited right now about Star Wars? You want to talk Book of Boba Fett? You want to talk
so much? I mean, honestly,
anything.
Book of Boba Fett's blowing my flipping mind. I was when they announced like, oh, Boba Fett's going to be coming back with Book of Boba Fett. At first I was just like, okay, I mean, okay, a series on Boba Fett, like, it is what it is. But to see so much change with the comic series that's been running with War of the Bounty Hunters and stuff like that, and how it's setting up like a new stage for everything. It's getting pretty crazy.
Oh yeah, no, I'm super excited because like there's so many possibilities, and like I am excited because Boba Fett is the most well-known character with zero backstory.
Right? So that's the thing that's blown my mind is it went from a character that just like sold so many things just on looking cool, right? And now they're getting their own show and stuff like that. So it's blown my mind.
Hello.
Hi. Am I allowed to be here?
Absolutely. So also, Cal, I also sent this to the Nerd Council just in case any of them want to join and like chat and stuff. So don't be weirded out if you see someone join.
No worries. I'm just spamming out the message to everybody. So.
All right.
What's going on here?
Ooh, it's been a while, Sorism, since you've been on. How the heck are you? And well, yes. We've run cross paths, and then we got my boy Luke here.
What's going on, everybody?
Hello. Real quick, I want to shout out some people in the chat. I got Element 7 here, who is at his brother's house.
Hey, I know that guy.
Kieran is here hanging out. Tommy Lee, don't make me kill you. I did that backwards, but Libo One Kenobi here. Yo, new Empire. Libo One's awesome. BT Artist, who I believe is in the group and will likely be joining us here. Xanatos is in the house. Ace Bronx, Camilla, Beth here, Darthman, Jonah Davis. Star Wars Lawyer, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Can't stay long. I want to see if whatever you're working on, whatever project that is. So yeah, feel free to share it. But real quick, Cal, I'm gonna send you back in just a moment. But any final words or anything you want to plug?
No, I mean, I guess to plug would just be. Me being on Twitch here recently has been kind of what I've been up to. Just about to start Nostalgia November, so I'm going to be playing a lot of games from my childhood that I've been a big fan of. So
nice, awesome. I look forward to it. He's always fun to watch stream. Also, well, I guess there is going to be an amazing Star Wars D&D campaign that is happening. Cal is part of it, and we're going to turn it into episodes and release those. So this is the official announcement about that, but we're gonna have to wait a while before you actually see the fruits of those labors. But yeah, thanks for popping out, Cal. I will send you back and bring someone else up. Yeah,
Cool.
thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. All right.
Oh,
What's up,
hey!
Ben?
Hello. Hello.
Uh,
Sorry.
and so
No, I was saying sorry. I was being weird. Sorry. All good.
oh no, it's all good. we're just chilling. Luke, what's got you excited?
What's got me excited? Kenobi. The news about Kenobi and everything that we're gonna get with Andor and everything else like that. So, I mean, my excitement for Kenobi. So it shouldn't be as a surprise. So
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh man, it's gonna be awesome. Oh, you know what? I forgot to ask. That I'm gonna be asking everyone this question.
Okay.
Who's your fictional spouse? From Star Wars,
Oh.
and divorce is not an option. Like people are like, oh, I'm gonna pick Harley Quinn, and I'm like, for the long term, I don't know about that, man. But if that's what you like, so all of you got to answer that question.
I've already got it figured out. Monica Rambeau. First off.
Okay.
First off, I mean, WandaVision did her a little dirty, but first of all, Tiana Paris, that's a gorgeous, talented, smart woman. So we're getting that. But then also, Monica's a kind person. She's understanding. She could understand me, And then if I'm having, come on, just Monica Rambeau, and she's strong as hell. So like, let's say I drop something under the fridge, I'm like, hey baby, can you grabbed it? And I'm like, okay, thanks. Like, easy answer.
Easy answer. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Sawyer?
I think I commented on your original Instagram. I did. I was like the first person to respond. I think who else would it be right now? It has to be Loki, but the current version, the current one who respects women and also respects himself.
Okay.
So
yeah,
good choice.
Respect women juice.
RESPCT. Damn.
Awesome. I love it. And so sorry you didn't get to say what you were most excited for that's coming up. Or if you want to ask me any questions or anything like that.
Oh, that's a bad idea.
True. I remember.
Well, you guys know I'm excited for KOTOR. I'm excited for KOTOR, and I'm excited to make Star Wars content again because I've been so far removed from that recently. And tonight, I will post the Star Wars video for real. That's what I'm excited for.
There you go.
I love it, and I appreciate it. And thank you for joining. And we might have other people from the Nerd Council pop on every now and then if they would like to. But I'm going to keep cycling and try to keep this at about 4 people at a time. So I'm about to send you out, Sawyer. Any last things you want to plug?
Go follow Nerd Council on Instagram. It's fun. It's Nerd Council, and it's do it.
Yeah,
that's my new project.
You got me making a sad face. So
it's the only picture I had. You were busy.
All right, I'll talk to you later, Sawyer.
Bye.
Okay.
Oh, so I was not ready for that one.
Oh yeah, I should probably. No, there's no way to really give a warning.
No, you're good. You're all good.
So Ben, what else is? I gotta say, man, I love the artwork. I love the
thank you.
Make 'em Black series. That's cool. Especially Anakin.
First of all, the name, I was like, not a lot of people collect Star Wars figures, so Black Series and then make it Black Series. I was like, I felt so smart, but I literally just looked over to my shelf. I was like, Black Series. That's funny. But thank you. I really I worked really hard on it, and then TikTok was like, nobody needs to see these, bro. So it's but thank you.
And for anyone else out here who's trying to join, you will need to join from the server because I have Cal just making sure that people he can see you, and you're not like naked and crazy. So I'm, I gotta make sure. Um, but Ben, what's got you the most excited? That's coming up.
Kenobi and Ahsoka. Now, I have made a few TikToks where I was like, I just want a crumb of Kenobi information because everyone's on Spider-Man mode right now. I am kind of too, but
I'm sick of Spider-Man mode, man.
I'm
so goddamn sick of it.
I love you sick of Spider-Man too because it's just like everyone's talking about it. I was like, bro, we have a Boba Fett show coming, we have a Kenobi show coming, we have an Ahsoka show coming. I am on cloud nine with Star Wars right now. Like, the only thing that would make me happier is if we got like an animated show about like post Rise of Skywalker. That would be cream of the crop. That would set me over the moon. But like Kenobi and Ahsoka have my full attention. Obviously, Boba Fett is exciting too, but we just got a trailer for that, so I've been fed a little bit. But the Kenobi and Ahsoka, I just need someone, just a backstage photo, just a behind the scenes, something.
Pay attention to Disney Plus Day.
Dude, Disney Plus Day is gonna be so busy. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm bummed because it's November 12th, which is Friday.
So it's next Friday.
I was going to, man, because I'm going to be working. I wanted to try and go because I am a shareholder and stuff, but it's just not in the cards.
Okay.
I got too much stuff going on this month, sadly. Let's see here. And by the way, for everyone who's watching, who's going to be joining, I want this to be conversational. So I'll ask like a person something. All four of the people feel free to jump in and talk and whatnot as we kind of roll through this. Carter, how's it going, buddy?
It's going pretty good. Yeah, thanks for doing this. I think it's so great for the community, honestly.
I like hanging out with people. I want to do this more often. Just life has been super busy. This all started though because last week I had a really crazy and crappy week, and I didn't plan a High Ground podcast. So this is it's like, you know what, we're just gonna do this instead.
But yeah, like I don't know, introducing all like bunch of new people who start to join and talk, and it's awesome. I think these things like really expand the Star Wars TikTok community like a ton.
I hope so. I mean, plus we got people who have their podcasts here. You can see people talk, and like if they're cool, invite them on your guys' podcast. Doing this helps me and find other people to bring on. Like Ben, for sure, I'll be bringing you back at some point.
Oh yes, I've been wanting to be on a podcast so bad. I have so much to say about things.
Yeah.
But for now, Luke, if you have anything to wrap up before I send you to the Shadow Realm and get some fresh blood in here.
You guys, so I'm gonna answer your question about my spouse.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say Kira because she's a baddie and she can do all the financial stuff and make the money while I go and race out in the galaxy and do some fun stuff. But I'd have to say Kira.
She bad. You read War of the Bounty Hunters? You see them guns?
I know. And
I was like,
I don't know. I mean, and I don't have to get a bodyguard. She can just kick people's asses for me. I'm just saying.
Factual statement.
But
did the spouse have to be Star Wars? Because I totally went
No.
Marvel. Okay.
No.
I was like, yo, oops.
Well,
Star
it would
Wars
either be
than Padme.
It would either be her or Arwen, but I go Kira because Amelia Clark is just ridiculous. So
yeah. Classy.
If you guys, absolutely. If you guys want to go follow the podcast, me and Char J do a podcast every Thursday night, and we're currently going through the entire series of the Clone Wars. So Chaco's been on it, Carter's been on it, but yeah, I'll be reaching out to everybody here, whoever wants to be on. You're more than welcome to come on, and thanks for having me on, Chaco.
I still call dibs on Umbara.
Yeah. Sure,
there's like 10 people who want to do Umbara.
Nope, they don't get it. All right, Luke, I'll check you later. Let's see. Is Luke's out? We'll bring
Hey!
Thorson in. What's up, buddy?
What's up, man?
All right. Carter, did you say who your fictional wife is?
I didn't. So I want to say pre-Empire Days Sienna Ree. Because once you get to the Empire, it's like just red flag after red flag after red flag.
Wait. Okay. Sorry. The way you said that, it threw me for a loop because pre-Empire Day implies.
Oh no, not
because
like...
that's where the book starts, and
No.
that girl is a child. Just sniffing around her.
I guess like okay. Let me rephrase that. No, that sounded so bad. Okay, Imperial.
Before you dig yourself deeper, shout out to Johnsky, who I will be bringing on in a bit. Always appreciate it. Appreciate all the ramen drops. Thank you so much, buddy. And yeah, we'll be getting you in here shortly.
Okay, can I rephrase that? It sounded really bad.
You can try.
Imperial, late Imperial Academy days, before she goes off into the actual Empire. Because then what? You're like 18, 19, right?
Yeah.
She's like
you get her Imperial graduation. Gotcha.
Okay, because then that's like my age, right? Yes. I didn't mean like 10-year-old Sienna Ree.
Because that was almost like going like, I want Padme, but only from the Phantom Menace. Like, whoa, hold up, bro.
No, that's not what I meant.
Stranger danger. Oh man. Justin, who's your fictional spouse?
I'm probably gonna have to go Lana Maximoff.
Okay. I mean, she's the type that'll love you to death.
Wait, literally.
Oh, you're sick for that. Love you to death. That's sick.
That is pretty bad.
No, there's some people who answer that question, and I'm like, okay, and I'm not I'm no disrespect or any shade. Like for sure, one is a baddie. She's very loving. Things might get weird. I don't know. You might get into a fight, and then she erases your memory of it, and you're.
I definitely
like dating Miss Martian.
With that question, I definitely was like, I got to choose somebody who's less mentally ill than I
am. But Ben, is there anything else you're excited for? Before I cycle you out. Yeah. And anything you want to plug? Any projects you're working on? Things like that.
Plug my TikTok. Follow me at BTArtist98. Add a 98 right there because I'm that old. But anything else I'm excited for? I mean, that's. I've been really focused on DC lately, so Star Wars is like taking a backseat, especially since they haven't. Unlike Marvel, they're not like releasing 80 projects a year. They're just like, here's your one or two. And I'm like, okay. And I'll be reading a lot, and I've fallen off of comic books, so I'm like super behind. But like, yeah, Kenobi and Ahsoka. Seeing Hayden Christensen again, that's what I'm excited for. Seeing the boy get a second shot. He deserves it. He deserves it. With some good dialogue. He about to destroy. He's about to perfection. I'm so excited for that.
And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. It just makes me sad that we've had to wait this long to get more of him. And like, I just feel like if the fan base weren't dicks back then, we would have gotten more. And I use that as a reason to say, don't be a dick now. Because there's people growing up with the sequels who are going to want to see those characters more. Just because you don't, they don't.
I want to see those characters more.
Same.
I need to see Finn with the lightsaber.
That's such, yeah.
Also, yes, I know we always say Finn was wasted in the sequel trilogy, but to be honest, I felt like it followed suit with the other trilogies. You know what I mean? Where we developed one character and set others up for more development in other projects.
Yeah.
I want to get
Yeah.
more with him in the future, but I'm not necessarily mad about what I got. But anyways, we'll have this as a further discussion, Ben. But I'll go ahead and
Ooh.
send you off. And yeah, appreciate you stopping by.
Thank
Take it easy.
you. Thank-
All right. Send him out.
Oh, it's me.
Bring in-
Hello.
Hey.
Yes, sir. I'm just going left to right in my thing here, and so because I believe that's the order people are joining. Shout out to DePaul. Thank you so much for he's like the unofficial sponsor, and he's just always dropping love, and we appreciate him. Check out the Conspiracy Cantina. That's Jedi Master DePaul and X-Core Gamer Skills, and always a fun time talking to those people. Shout out to Alyssa Grace, and that's why it's coming last. Oh, I missed that. Ahsoka's gonna change Star Wars forever more than any other show, I think. Whew. Yeah,
Dude, the
I think
Ahsoka
I'm
show. Oh my gosh, that show is. I'm so hyped for that thing.
It's gonna be so good.
same.
So good. It should be so good.
Well, so what, Harith? Who's your Star Wars spouse, or not fictional spouse? Could be any.
Because again, I had to sit and hard and like think about it because I was trying to think of like a character that could go. I'm probably just gonna say Jyn Erso just for simplicity because like I was trying to think of like, okay, who could I go with? And I'm like, Jyn probably just makes the most amount of sense. So I
Yeah.
have to go with Jyn Erso.
I can see it. For me, I feel like Jyn would just be like a good roommate. I don't feel like she would. But it's all based on personality. You know what I mean? I don't think she would ever love me. You know. But that's all good.
Could I change my answer?
You've
no,
already been
you
canceled.
Who do you want to change your answer to?
I was gonna say Ray
Okay,
because
solid.
that's a lot more simple.
Carter, I'm surprised you never said Hera.
No.
Yeah? Oh.
No way.
No, yeah, that's
She's
Yeah.
Well, if Carter identifies like as being similar as Ezra, then it'd be weird to go with your like surrogate mother. I don't know.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
Some people are into that, you know. It's not my cup of tea.
This is just not.
How's it going, Brunette? Always nice to see you. But yeah, Justin, did I get to ask you like what you're excited for, like with Disney Day coming up? Is there any?
I'm most excited. I have to be most excited for Hawkeye, to be honest.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, that's coming up really soon. I don't know that when. Is it going to be releasing during Christmas, Hawkeye?
Probably.
I mean, I'm assuming because of the trailer.
Yeah.
Because of the
Like,
trailer, I
after?
assume probably right before it. I
Yeah.
don't know. Either way, it looks like it's based off of the Matt Fraction run, and that's where I actually started to really enjoy the character. So,
Okay.
now that does make me happy to see, and we'll be.
Are-
Go ahead.
Are any of you guys seeing Eternals tomorrow?
I don't have a ticket now, but I will be.
Yes. Because I'm so excited. I'm going to see an IMAX
Nice.
downtown. Got
Nice.
sweet tickets. It's going to be insane. I figure I'll just ask you if any of you guys are going to see it.
Yeah. Again, like I said, I didn't buy any tickets yet, and I completely forgot because time is going by really, really, really fast for me. But I will definitely be seeing because I got to see him the first. I don't want to be spoiled. I know there's already spoilers going out because everyone and their grandma got to see it early, except me. So we'll see that.
Yeah, I heard the post-credit scene got leaked on TikTok, like the full scene, like not just the
That's what I
description, like the
heard.
full scene. So like everyone be careful.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. People are dumb. People were going through like leaking things from Venom and then blocking the pages that they put it on, so that other people will see it, but the person whose page it is won't be able to find the comment. It's terrible.
That's
Anyhow,
So bad.
any final words or things you want to plug, Carter?
So I have my own podcast with this guy down the corner, wherever he is, Harith. We have our own podcast called They Fly Now. We're live every Monday. We talk about just kind of random Star Wars topics. Last week we talked about Palpatine with Choco, actually.
Yes, sir.
And this week we're talking about Kylo Ren. We've had many episodes on just random different things. You can find us on Spotify, YouTube at They Fly Now, TikTok at They Fly Now, and you can find my TikTok at Car2D2.
Awesome. All right,
So,
I appreciate it. And Carter actually came on the High Ground podcast for the first time. Was that last week?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's awesome. I actually got to know Carter in the chat of the podcast, and like he's just a cool dude. So I always appreciate you coming on, and appreciate you.
Oh yeah, for sure. Thanks for doing these.
All right, we'll catch you later.
All right, peace out.
All right, and we're gonna bring in Jedi Bro. How you doing?
Hey, how's it going?
I'm good. How do you want me to refer to you? Just Jedi Bro? Is that cool?
My name's Josiah. You can call me Josiah.
Josiah? Okay, cool, man. Who's your fictional spouse?
Fictional spouse. That's man. I'd have to go with Padme. I'm like yeah.
I knew you were gonna say Padme as soon as I saw the poster behind you. But yeah,
yeah. You've seen me moving around in the background. Yeah.
Harith, what's got you excited? That's gonna be popping up at Disney Day or anything else?
So again, with Disney Plus Day, I'm not expecting anything too crazy because, like, again, we're not really close to any of the releases. So I'm expecting like minor things. I'm hoping we get a casting announcement for Ahsoka, maybe like Lars Mikkelsen as Thrawn or Sabine Wren casting announcement. I'm not expecting anything too massive because I don't want to get my hopes up too high because I think we're not going to get that much. So yeah, I'll say casting announcements for Ahsoka.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I would like to see any information. Like I don't know, they're playing real close to their chest, but and yeah, y'all feel free to jump in and chat with everyone. I want to keep it like a moving conversation. Did anyone read? Well, is anyone excited for the upcoming High Republic stuff? Are y'all reading it?
Is High Republic like? I'm still new to it. Like, what is I guess like any like what's a good place to start? Chocolate.
Light of the Jedi.
Okay.
Yeah, Light of the Jedi.
Agreed. I mean, that's where like the whole thing all the factions like get introduced.
Right.
And it's been a lot of fun. Like myself, I'm a huge Old Republic fan, and this has actually surpassed that. It's not a replacement for Old Republic if you are into it,
Right.
Which I still am, and need to hop back into SWTOR before this latest expansion comes back. But yeah, it's a whole different world, and it's just I don't know, it's just awesome.
Nice.
How about I'm also partway through. I don't know. I'll keep flexing it. Got the latest Thrawn book.
You got the Bible you got the Bible from Timothy Zahn. Because it's literally the size of a Bible.
Right.
It's not for the faint of heart. And yes, a Cliff Bar rapper is my current. Sometimes you just
gotta improvise.
Exactly.
I need to make my way through Thrawn Treason, though. That's the next book I've been wanting to read for a while. I've been lazy with it.
So when is Disney Plus Day?
November 12th.
November 12th. Nice.
Next Friday. So we'll get some news and stuff popping out there. Also, I need some Andor news.
Right.
Yeah. Andor. I think there's gonna be a teaser for that.
For sure.
That would be sweet.
Yeah.
I think.
Go ahead, Eric.
Oh, I think out of all the shows, I think if I had to place bets on like what was going to happen for Andor, I'll say it again probably during when I do a stream to it. But like my bets are a scissor reel for Kenobi, a teaser for Andor, a casting announcement for Ahsoka, and then like a little synopsis for Acolyte. That's all I'm expecting. And then maybe a new show announcement in the middle.
Okay. Yeah, my most anticipated is Acolyte, and to keep myself sane, I try not to think about it. But Justin, before I send you off, any final thoughts? Anything?
Not
Anything you want to
really.
plug?
You can follow me on TikTok at Justin R. Thorson and just hype for all the things that are coming soon.
Hype for all the things. I will probably do one of these, not next week, but the week after, to talk about all the stuff that we find out on Disney Day. So yeah. Everyone here is welcome back. But yeah, all right. I'll check you later, Justin. And let's bring in Grandmaster Nit. How you doing, buddy?
I'm great. How are you?
I am doing good.
That's great.
All right. Fictional spouse. Everyone's gonna answer.
I've got like one for each fandom. I cannot pick just one. DC, there's like Black Canary. Star Wars, Aayla Secura.
Somehow I knew you were gonna pick Black Canary.
Yeah.
The facial hair is a dead giveaway.
I've been styling it the same way for quite a number of years. And Marvel, I got Snowbird from Alpha Flight.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. Okay. That's not someone that comes to mind. So
no, I mean Alpha Flight's such a minor team, and like as a film student, that's the one team that I want to bring to the big screens.
Okay. Yeah. No, I dig Alpha Flight. I haven't read anything on them in a very long time though. I need to dig up some old stuff.
Yeah,
awesome.
I just got Marvel Unlimited, so I've been reading a ton of stuff. It's been super fun.
I got too much Star Wars stuff to read. I have less than a week to finish this book, and you guys saw how I'm in the beginning of it still. So,
isn't the audiobook like 23 hours or something crazy if you don't speed it up?
Probably. I haven't checked, but this is much bigger than the last two. So
it's bigger than the first. Actually, if you combine the Thrawn trilogy overall, it's bigger. But all three of them probably combined.
How is it, by the way? Like, is it a good read or?
So far, so good. Yeah, I will say. I mean, this trilogy is like a prequel to the first Thrawn trilogy that came out under Disney. And so this is him rising through the ranks in the Chiss Ascendancy, and this is like going to lead to him coming over to the Empire. And like the way they're building him up is really cool. But this book is like there's a far less separation between this book and the last one than there is between the first book and the second book. So like I'm really happy I reread Greater Good right before going into this one. It's making a big difference. Josiah, is there anything else that's like super got you hype?
Well, Kenobi obviously, and then Book of Boba. Yeah, I think it's gonna be great. And like real quick, if it's okay, like I wanted to get your thoughts. I just finished the Secrets of the Sith book. So are you more of a dyad guy? Do you not like the Rule of Two? I thought it was a pretty okay actually.
I liked it a lot.
Right.
Actually, and I found it surprising that there was a lot of backlash on it. Well, I guess I get it because there was honestly a lot more backlash on Metachlorians when they first came out with the prequels. People hated the concept of Metachlorians. I don't know why, but this makes so much sense if you think about how force bonds just work between people, and you think about how Revan and Bastila were connected through the force and they could see each other's dreams and stuff. Right. And KOTOR 2, the Mitra Surik, the main character, and Traya are connected through the force. And then we see it happening even, like Maul and Ezra got connected through the force. there's like so many cases where it's happened that it's that just seeing the same thing but just on a higher level isn't surprising. But it also, when you read the Plagueis book, which obviously isn't canon, but Plagueis talks about how he doesn't like the concept of essence transfer and all this stuff. He wants to live forever with his own body, but he was unable to affect his own midichlorians. He could do it for others. And so his plan for immortality was him and Palpatine, just the two of them, giving life force to one another to keep each other alive. And you're like, that's the dyad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that not the same exact thing? So I feel like they just plucked the concept from Legends and made it canon and just gave it a different name. I don't know. It doesn't bother me at all.
Right.
Yeah, and people sorry to cut you off. I said people forget that the name Dyad came from Joseph Campbell and his story Heroes of a Thousand Faces. It's actually a concept from Joseph Campbell. So again, I don't think it's more Star Wars than Joseph Campbell.
Yeah, especially now. I didn't know that. So that just like furthers it.
Yeah. So it didn't bug me at all. But Harith, anything you want to plug or final thoughts before you go?
Same as my co-host. Just They Fly Now show on Mondays, 5:00 Pacific time. So yeah, go check us out.
Awesome. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining. I think, is that a better mic than you had before? No, you just
It's the same mic.
It's just not jutting in from the side. Gotcha. All right, man. I appreciate you, and we'll talk later.
Definitely.
All right. Got Grease Grab.
Hello.
Mix. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing awesome.
How about the rest of you guys? Doing good?
Pretty great, yeah.
Great.
How's it going?
Going well. Getting through college. Just submitted a big project.
Nice.
Cool.
I just graduated college.
Look at you
June?
lucky
Well,
guy.
congrats, man.
Thank you.
Congrats, man.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. All right. You got to ask the obvious question.
All
Who's your
right.
fictional spouse?
I'm gonna go with Gonk Droid, baby.
I mean, your Gonk Droid.
Hey, it's better
Gonk-
than Carter's choice. Carter's first pick.
Empire Day.
Carter needs to chill for a little bit.
Oh man, we were about to call the cops on that man.
I was like, Empire Day. That was the first day. Oh, Jesus.
No. Oh no.
Gonk Droid is thick, bro.
It
So
is.
I got that. Got them legs.
What can I say, dude?
No, I approve. You do you. Actually, I think it's weird that people were kind of mad at the insinuation that Lando hooks up with L3 from time to time. No, it's weird because L3, in my opinion, is obnoxious.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But
I hope people know I'm joking. I hope so.
No, I know you're joking. But I'm just saying, people do that with robots now.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying it's in Star. I don't know. I'm just
Clarifying to the Choco fan base, dude. I swear. No.
If we're talking about our favorite droids, R5D4 is up there for me. There's not much for him, but I can just relate so much to him. Just in that first scene that you see him in A New Hope, it's just bad motivator. I feel that.
Hey, but at least you got over your bad motivator and graduated college, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just started, so I got a long way to go.
Yeah, I feel sorry for you, especially with the pandemic going on.
It's not really that bad. It could have been worse if I was going to college around 2019 or 2020.
Yeah.
I would have not even gone to campus. I would have done at home,
Yeah.
The thing that kills me though is all of these colleges are all right, so you're not going to come in, we're not going to open up the campus and all this stuff, but you still got to pay the same price. And you're like, no, that doesn't sound right. And they're like,
I have a feeling you're trying to get money out of me, but I don't know, man.
You're not offering the board and any of this stuff. So why am I paying for stuff that you're not doing? You're like, well, because I don't know. That's kind of how I feel about it. But let's see here. Anything, Nick? Anything
Yeah.
that you've been looking forward to from? Because we got a bunch of things leaked. We also got the latest Padme book. We got an excerpt from that. Apparently, it's making people cry. I have not read it
I
yet.
haven't seen it yet either.
Yeah, I haven't read it either.
Those books are surprisingly good, though. I will say that when you read the book, like the journey is the book. It's not like there's a final. There's not going to be a boss battle there. You know, we're not going to see Padme like take someone down. But like, no, they're really enjoyable and they go behind the scenes. I'm excited about this one though because it is talking about Padme and Anakin's wedding.
Oh, that's
but that gives us an insight into the timetable of this book, and so we're going to get the opposite side of their relationship that we don't see. And I hope we get the backstory that was cut from Revenge of the Sith, because towards the end of that book, she was like, she was the one that was putting together the Rebel Alliance, and just like in the background of like, they already suspect me, so I can't like move super freely on all this stuff. And then also like there's concept artists art of her like bringing a knife to Mustafar, like if she couldn't bring she couldn't bring Anakin back, you know, he was gonna get shanked.
Whole Brightburn situation.
Hopefully we get that. I don't know, we'll see. But Josiah, before you go, is there anything you want to plug or final thoughts or things?
Oh yeah, thanks for having me on. And I guess I wanted to ask you one more thing. What episode out of Visions do you think could get its own spinoff?
Ooh, I mean, 3 of them jump straight to mind. I guess I will go in order of least interested to most for myself. Not that I'm not interested, but like
for sure,
La Pinocho, literal cliffhanger. We need to see what happens. I wonder how much time was in between, and was the girl's eye makeup still blood? Because that's disgusting. I feel like she could, you know, get something better in that time period.
Right.
Yeah.
Ninth Jedi.
Oh
we
yeah,
got to see someone. You know, the young girl is just starting her journey. We have someone that the boy who's like new to Jedi stuff.
Yeah.
We have another character who's like trying not to fall to darkness, but is prone to. And then like the wise old master. Like this is the crew you want to see cruising around the galaxy, figuring secrets and stuff out. But most of all, Tatooine Rhapsody needs a show.
Tatooine Rhapsody, yeah.
That's where I'm planting my flag. I'm just saying, if Jabba the Hutt is fronting this band, you know that they're sneaking contraband in places and getting through blockades. You know there's going to be shady stuff. You know there's going to be bounty hunters that are after people and all this stuff. I don't know. I see so many possibilities. And I apologize, chat. I'm not trying to ignore you. I'm just everyone here. Nedrix, thank you so much. I really appreciate. I really appreciate it. Nedrix, are you in the server? If not, there should be a link in my bio. If not, anyone else in the chat, if you can put out the link to the server so that more people can join. But yeah, how about you? Which one would you like to see the most of?
Ooh, probably Ninth Jedi. I got like such Rey vibes with the character, and I don't know. It was really cool, and just, you know, like starting the Jedi Order back up. That's always something that I thought was pretty cool, especially, you know, with Luke starting it back up, and yeah, I would definitely like to see that.
Yeah. Also, part of me wants to see more of the Elder, because you can't give us like a black Jedi for the first time and just make him trash. Like, make you know, and name him Dan. I don't know. It just felt weird.
Yeah.
Like we need some expansion.
Beware of Darth Dan.
Yeah.
Dan is coming.
Felt like a weirdly normal name for Star Wars.
It's like, look out! It's Darth Jeff.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. But I appreciate it. I'll catch you later. We'll definitely have to have you back on.
Yeah.
And
Thank you. It's cool. I'm a big fan for sure.
oh, I appreciate it. And yeah, so I'm gonna do this again. Like I said, not next week, but the week after that, so we
Okay.
can all talk Disney Day and whatever announced.
Sweet.
So yeah. All right, we'll see you later, man.
All right, thanks. See you guys. Bye, Chaco.
See ya.
Later.
All right. We'll bring Forward into the Black. How's it going, man? I've been loving your content, dude. I appreciate it. And
Thank you.
To start out, gotta ask the question: who's your fictional spouse?
It's like a really difficult one because it's like I want to say like Erica Quell, but like that'd be like the worst partner ever. Like she'd just be like, well, we could like be a romantic couple, but like you should probably just like do simulators before we do anything intimate. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's terrible. Then I'm like, Galen Urso sounds like a great spouse to have, but he's taken and now he's dead. But then I'd go with Tally Lintra, the A-wing pilot, because I do have a thing for all the Starship pilots. Tally Lintra.
I mean, Tally Lintra's a baddie too. So
No, she should have been like a huge part of Rise of Skywalker. If there's anything I can complain about Rise of Skywalker is we just need a Tally to survive and save the day for everyone.
I agree. Plus A-wing supremacy, in my opinion. Ooh, that's a good question. What's everyone's favorite starship in here?
Man.
Ooh.
No, two.
I think it's got to be one of the TIE fighters.
I know ones I don't like.
All
I'm
right.
afraid I'm gonna get kicked from this podcast. If I say so.
No, what's one you don't like?
The A-wing.
Oof.
Yeah. Listen,
I gotta go, guys. This is not the place for me.
Don't leave. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a very basic, like, looking ship, in my opinion. You know, like the X-wing has like the cool design, the B-wing has a cool design, like, you know, the Y-wing has a cool design. It's just when I see the A-wing, I just think, oh yeah, that could be a ship. But like, I don't know.
That's kind of why I like it. Like I could see myself flying an A-wing and then like parking it in my own garage and stuff like. You don't need a hangar; it's small enough.
It definitely looks like a speeder converted to kill people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like the B-wing, I don't get it. I don't understand it. You know, I read all Alphabet Squadron. They explain it more. I still don't get it.
I feel like the B-wing goes back and forth between every author who talks about it. Like, okay, it's a fighter. Wait, no, it's a bomber. No, but it does this fighter thing. Well, but it's really a bomber.
And then they try to fly in atmosphere, and you're like, how?
Repulsors.
But I know. I do love how it just. Oh man, I'm actually planning to do like a special episode on Alphabet Squadron because I love that book series so much. So I'm gonna have to reach back out to you if you finish it. The third book of that it's so damn good.
It is like no joke my favorite thing to come out of Star Wars pretty much since I was 5.
Wow.
I believe it. The first book I was like, okay, this is good. The second book I didn't love.
I didn't either, but I still was into it. But I was like, the audiobook narrator it sounded like an old woman. And I was like, Erica Quell is definitely in her 20s, and you are like have the rattliest voice ever. It's throwing me off.
But then the third book was so good that I would
Price
read
is
the
great.
second book 1,000 times if I could read it, just read it again. So, Grease Grab. What else has you excited coming out of Star Wars right now? Anything you're?
I think everyone has said it at this point. The Kenobi show, like that, seems like the number one thing everyone's looking forward to. Like just before this podcast started, it was like trending on Twitter right now, and I think it still is. But
I imagine so. We're talking leaks about what is going to happen at Disney Day.
Yeah, I heard a leak about a Maul show, but like at the same time, like I don't know. Like I mean, I love Maul and I love Ahsoka, but like I'm just always worried that like they're just going to use too much of them, and then we're just going to get sick of it. And I don't want to get sick of these characters because I love them to death, you know. And
I kind of feel like
know.
Maul's being a little overused. His story's done. Just let him rest for a little bit.
Yeah, like that's just what I'm worried about. I just don't want to be like, you know, a Saw Gerrera situation where like, oh, this guy again, like, you know.
Yeah.
is,
I mean, I feel like that's exactly what DC did with the Batman Who Laughs. Super
Yeah,
awesome,
exactly.
interesting character. Ran him into the ground as fast as possible. It's like he's everyone now. He's God, and you're like, come on, man.
He's just a Batman Who Laughs. Like, it's not that
he's
great.
just Batman plus Joker. Like,
yeah. I'm really excited for the Rogue Squadron. Is it a series or a movie?
It's listed as a movie.
Okay, so that should be interesting. Because I used to play the games all the time when I was a kid on my GameCube, and I loved them.
It is a phenomenal game, and I just keep going back to, I mean, Patty Jenkins' father is a fighter pilot.
Yeah.
So what does that mean for what she's gonna bring to this? Like the anxiety of not knowing if her dad is gonna come home. Are we gonna be able to like feel what? Because there's so many times we don't care about the people in the ships. That's one of the reasons why a lot of these books are awesome. Because you're like, that's a cool ship. I don't know who that is though. I don't care. But yeah, that's what has me really excited about it specifically.
I always say that my two favorite things in Star Wars is droids and dogfights, and I'm really excited for Rogue Squadron because it's going to give that extra just layer to the dogfights, and I'm just excited to see what happens.
Are you gonna be excited for Droid Tales too? Or...
Oh yeah, I love my droids.
Do you how into the droid arc on the Clone Wars are you?
Dude, I love it. Honestly,
George Lucas level.
It's my favorite one. I don't know. It's just something about these what we consider inanimate objects, just having their own, realizing that they have their own free will, and like that there's like semi-alive things. Like it's not just. I'm gonna quote World's End with what's his name? Edgar. Oh, what's his name? I can't remember his name. But they're saying a robot is like it translates to slave or something like that, and it's not actually like the robots, they don't like the term robots, and it's interesting.
Man, I don't remember that, but now I need to brush up. I mean, have I been offending Mr. Bones this whole time? I'm gonna need to check that out. So Nick, any final words or anything before I bring someone else in?
Thanks for having me. And go follow my TikTok. Just type in Grandmaster Nick, and I'll be right there.
Do it right now.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Lots of good stuff. Lots of good DC stuff.
I will be rewatching the Droid arc and having a more compiled video about my love for that arc. So if you're interested in that,
I can't wait to see. I love hearing people talk about things that I just like. To me, watching a bunch of droids drive across this weird all-white purgatory is just like, what is happening?
It's a bit boring. I'll give you that. There's not much action, but there's just an element there that I absolutely love, and I wish Star Wars would do more with it.
Yeah.
So
that being said, there's an element in the chat as well. Best Starship, the Ataraxia from Element 7. California says the Ebon Hawk.
Ooh, Ebon
Hawk.
Love the Ebon Hawk.
BT artists, Ben saying Poe's X-Wing.
Is that sexy. Black X-Wing? Oh my god, amazing. I love it.
T-70 X-Wings are so much cooler than T-65s.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But all right, Nick, I will see you another time.
Thank you so much.
All right, take it easy.
All right. Hold on, I gotta turn my light on real quick. Oh, here it is.
All right.
Oh, that's takes time to adjust, but all right. How's it going, guys?
Hey.
What's up, Johnsky? You're a little echoey, but it's all good. It's all good.
That's good. It's good. I've been just chilling, catching up on Star Wars the best I can, because I've been trying to finish up the Vader comics, but I tend to like just forget to get back to them. So yeah, that.
Yeah, no, it happens to the best. Sometimes the comics are a little difficult.
I
At
mean,
least the comics are what I typically fall off first. But Johnsky, who is your Star Wars or who is your fictional spouse?
all right, I'd say I'm gonna do male and female, if that's fine. Like female, it's Kira. I love Amelia Clark as an actress, and I think Kira is just awesome. Like I find her to be the most attractive out of all the like. She's my Star Wars crush. And then male, it's Kit Fisto.
Solid
Jedi.
Solid. I support it.
Yeah.
My second favorite.
Opening of season 4 when it's just like naked Kit Fisto. I'm like, all right, I'm into this.
No, he's my favorite character.
Listen, Kit Fisto from the 2D Tartakovsky animated one is go look him up. Go look him up. That's Mr. Steal Your Girl for sure.
Yeah, but anyway, otherwise it's been all right. I mean, I've just been chilling here, waiting to be queued up. Although somebody, like in one of the Discord servers I'm in, somebody just sent a message that, it's like DC Comics related. That I really want to argue with him, but server.
Different server. You'll have plenty of time after this, so no worries.
Yeah. I've been reading. I know you. I don't know if you've ever read it. Just like since just talk about it briefly. I've been reading Infinite Crisis. Like if you've ever read it.
I have read it in the past, but real quick, I want to go back over to Forward to Black and hear what else. What else has you excited? It sounds like you're also an avid reader of novels and stuff. What's jumping out? And how much do you love Grey Jedi?
Man, let me tell you that everyone should be a Grey Jedi. No, that whole I recorded that a few nights ago, and I was just like, yeah, Grey Jedi is such a teenager thing to like to me. And to see all these grown-ups being like, yeah, let me tell you why Grey Jedi are awesome. Like, wow.
My Jedi has Force lightning.
It's like, why do you want to kill people? Like, what? Yeah, why can't I not force choke someone?
I'm gonna take my computer real quick to a room with more light.
Okay.
Hopefully, I'm not gonna try not to drop it, but
that would be very bad. You do not want that.
Yeah. Don't break it. We can't replace it.
Just in the kitchen is much better because it's more light.
All right, but no, keep going forward.
Yeah. As far as what I'm looking forward to, Rogue Squadron, the film. I guess it's 2022 or 2023 is slated for release. I'm really excited about that. If it's literally just Top Gun with a Star Wars coating on it, 100% in. Really excited for KOTOR remake. Got back into SWOTOR.
What server are you on?
I don't even. I literally just downloaded it and I was like, okay, here we go. I think it's Starforge. If that's still the server that is up. Yes. Okay. I'm I've only ever had a fully leveled Jedi Guardian and then a bounty hunter. I'm like, let me start a consular character. And I'm like, here I am, just World of Warcraft South Parking it for the past 2 days. But yeah, KOTOR remake, really excited. If I'm hoping it's honestly Final Fantasy VII remake just with KOTOR. I hope it's just a hack and slash RPG at this point.
Really?
Okay. Yeah, I think they did such a good job with that remake. That I was playing KOTOR 2 the other day, and I'm like, yeah, I love this game because I've played it 100 times. But yeah, this is just D&D, visualized. But on that, yeah, just reading. I'm almost done with Light of the Jedi. Once that is done, I forget the other one that I bought in preparation. The Rising Storm.
Rising Storm.
Yeah, that one. The one that I hear is real sexy.
It's there's some spicy bits. You'll see some people's spicy bits.
Great. I'm into it. Yeah, so that's what I'm looking forward to, is getting ready to read that book, and then the stuff I have to wait forever for.
Battlefield.
I do hope, and this is my I'm excited to see the Kenobi series, but the one thing I just want to see is I want them to open up with like a 10-second scene of like Obi-Wan on his ship leaving Mustafar in the fetal position, just weeping.
Oh,
and then cut to like 30 years later.
I actually kind of I'm certainly excited for the Kenobi series. Something I kind of think, and this is like what my idea of what if a Legends character could be brought into canon is I forget his regular name, but Darth Krayt.
Yeah.
If he brought in during the whole Tatooine thing, because like that would it works very well with the story. Like given Obi-Wan's just chilling on the planet, he's got nothing else to really do. What if this Tuskens start attacking him and suddenly, Darth Krayt.
Yeah, I mean, seeing a Tusken dual wielding lightsabers is terrifying. And I keep forgetting his name because I keep wanting to say Inabasur, but that's Apocalypse.
For the Kenobi series, I was hoping like for like a teaser that they like do kind of like a little bit of like the recreation when we first see like Obi-Wan in The New Hope, but with like Ewan McGregor, and he like pulls off the hood, and he's like, "Hello," or like "Hello there," some stupid thing like that, you know? Like that seems like the most generic thing, but like, hey, it works. It works, you know.
I think like what if they twisted it around and he did the opposite, like instead like it's a goodbye.
There, goodbye. What?
Goodbye.
What are you doing, Ben?
What's this crazy old man doing?
It's obviously a classic line, and I'm in a huge basically falling out with my dad because he doesn't get the reference, even though he's seen Revenge of the Sith. Because I'll watch in front of him and he won't understand the reference even when I keep telling him "Hello there," and he just doesn't get it. He's like, dude, yeah.
And then Grease Grab. Are you a gamer at all? Star Wars gamer?
So yeah, like kind of. Pretty much, yeah. I'd say that.
All right. So we have I'm just curious if you have any thoughts or expectations, because they've been hinting at stuff, and recently Respawn had casting or is looking for like writers and stuff for some type of Star Wars game. I was gonna throw my hat in the ring, but I ended up didn't. I think Element 7 might have, but do you have any like hopes or dreams for what we might get as far as a game? And then also if you have anything else you want to plug before I
all right, I'll save the plugging until later. So I have a want and something that like what I really want to happen, and then something that I think would definitely happen. So Fallen Order 2, that's kind of a definite at this point. Like I would buy that game and play it 100%. But what I always had this cool idea, and like I know like if people like in the Discord are like hearing this right now and they're really like, oh, here he goes again. But a General Grievous game, kind of like Fallen Order, but like it's like a skill tree system. And the skill tree is like adding cybernetic enhancements to you. So it's like an origin story. But like you add cybernetic enhancements as like your upgrades to like go on missions to like probably kill Jedi, or missions for Dooku. Something kind of like that. You know, that's like
that sounds amazing. Actually,
I know that's like a want that I always wanted, but like you know,
only if Grievous starts as a Porg. Oh. If he starts as a Porg and just becomes General Grievous.
Dude, as a Grievous fan, I've been so many disappointments for the past like 5 years, dude. I need like a good representation, like Son of Dathomir, you know.
Yeah, honestly,
I've been thinking.
I remember watching the 2D Clone Wars back when I was about 8. Because it just happened to find it in a movie gallery. I don't know if you guys ever remember what that place was before Redbox or before streaming services. There was Movie Gallery, and it happened to have this like little cartoon Star Wars. I'm like, ooh, I gotta get that, and I did. Watched all of that, and you get to Grievous. I'm like, holy crap, Grievous is insane.
Yeah, that's how everyone felt when they watch that show.
Oh yeah.
Especially
me. That was always my head.
But yeah, I thought it was over the top, but like at the same time, it was cool. So I'm not complaining.
No, he was broken. I mean, everyone was over
broken.
the top in there.
He needed a nerf.
Well, but
whether
like
you
Grievous,
like it or not.
Grievous is kind of like that. That's like how I think a lot of people growing up. That's what their headcanon was for Grievous. Is that like what you saw in 2D Clone Wars is who he is.
Yeah, it's like he was like an unfinished character at the time because I wasn't fully like complete.
But hopefully we do. I mean, they brought Durgeon recently.
Yeah, they did. I heard that. I was really excited for that. Dr. Afra comic, was it?
Yeah.
It's a comic
I didn't get
to find.
Yeah, I didn't get to read it yet. I'm just hoping like someone on YouTube has it and I just read it from there. But like, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm gonna start covering the War of the Bounty Hunters here on this channel. I don't want to cover comics too quickly because I've now been able to make friends with some of the comic writers, and I definitely don't want to step on any of their toes. But yeah, no, I've been loving the Afro comics as well, and we only got a taste of the character, but they set it up to where they ended up with like he'll be back for sure.
Hopefully.
But yeah, is there anything you want to plug?
I will plug a few things. I just want to like get it. Okay, so I have two YouTube channels. They're like small, so like I'm not really like begging for anything. I just want to say, just check it out if you want, you know. So my first channel is where I have uploads. It's Grease Grab, like what it says down here, and it's basically just I basically post Call of Duty Zombies and Halo content on there.
Why not?
And for I'm also going to start a Star Wars channel where I'm actually going to do Star Wars content. It's called Greasy Gonk, like Greasy Gonk Droid, and I'm gonna start doing Star Wars content there, like when I have the time, because you know, college. But like I really want to like get started in like content creation for Star Wars because
that's a pretty big commitment.
It's a very big commitment. Like I'm not saying like I'm gonna try my best. You know, I'm gonna like.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And if I enjoy it, then boom, like hey, look at that. You know.
Do you create content on TikTok?
No, I have like a throwaway meme page. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Just a throwaway Star Wars meme page. I think it's like something along Grease Grab or something like that. I don't know. Probably
what was the Star Wars YouTube? So I'm just gonna subscribe.
So there's no videos on it yet, but like Greasy Gonk. But I will try and start. Like I just finished a big video for like my other channel.
I make some TikTok content for partly Star Wars, but like I never really focus on just Star Wars. I like to do Marvel and DC, maybe a little bit animated, like and some anime that I'm familiar with. It's Star Wars, especially on TikTok. It's an interesting environment. I think the fan base is certainly crazy to say the least. Well, nonetheless, I do enjoy being part of the community. It's always fun.
Yeah, I want to thank people like Darth Choco and like this other YouTuber named Bombastic. They really got me like back into Star Wars, and like it's really great because like I remember like back when I like stopped like watching Star Wars when I was like a kid because like Star Wars isn't cool. I shouldn't watch this. And then I started getting back into it, and then because of like these content creators, and I'm like, wow, I'm really dumb back then.
Yeah.
So like but like I just want to thank you guys so much.
Oh
Choco's one of the best.
Thank you. And we're just and if you're making content, just have fun. Like all I'm doing is just having the conversations that I want to have with people in general. So
hey, that's what I'm trying to do. Just have some fun, you know.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I searched Greasy Gonk and I got Crazy Frog.
It's probably not going to show up. I'm just saying, like, if I'm probably going to start I'm going to post on the channel.
Cool.
I'll definitely.
Already followed the other channel, and so we will watch your career with great interest.
Thank you. I love it. I love it.
All right, man. We'll catch you later.
Thank you guys so much.
Take care, man.
It's good talking.
All right, Jonah Davis. Hello.
Hello.
How's it going, buddy?
I'm good. How are all you guys?
So far, so good.
Doing well.
The $1 million question, though. Your fictional spouse. And divorce is not an option, so you got to pick someone for the long haul.
Oh, I didn't know that was a rule.
I'd have to. My first pick, I have multiple, but like first would probably be Black Cat from the Spider-Man. You know, from Spider-Man.
Ooh, from
I think Marvel or DC.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta ask though. What Spider-Man project?
Spider-Man PS4.
Spider-Man PS4. Okay. That's a good one.
I mean, she
you look
seems to,
too
like,
young to
backstab
say
you
the
a lot, but,
'90s.
I could take it.
Yeah. Like so, Forward in Black. Did you watch the '90s animated Spider-Man?
I did.
Some of
I
it.
am.
Watched a bunch of it, but I've like seen like a bunch of clips on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, I grew up with like the '90s X-Men and the '90s Spider-Man. I'm like, hey,
I
don't
watched
kick me
it.
out.
It's
Not
awesome.
real.
They
I'm
were
not into
awesome.
superheroes at all.
Okay. No, nothing wrong with that.
Sorry.
I'm just saying
It's Blade and Spawn for me. That's it.
Oh, I don't
There
judge.
you go.
Blade and Spawn.
Yeah.
I mean, Blade and Spawn are classic. Like I think the series was in the '90s, like the Spawn show back on HBO.
Mm-hmm.
I've watched a bit of that, and it's really good. And then Blade had some of the most classic superhero movies you could come up, like especially with Marvel. It's like just I think like really the early building blocks of Marvel movies.
Okay. You know, I probably shouldn't say because people get mad. I think that like superhero movies peaked with the Blade trilogy.
Really?
I think that
Blade movie is not good at all.
it's not great, but like especially like Blade 2 and just the opening of Blade 1 in general is like that's where I think everything should have gone. And I was like it's part of me is just like I said, I'm not super into superheroes as it is, but yeah, like the Blade trilogy, even though the third one's not great, I was like, yeah, I can watch those movies any day of the week.
Oh, okay. Well, on that topic, like Netflix Daredevil. Did you give that a shot? Any thoughts?
Yes.
Like zero interest. Sorry.
I like the first season, the second. I know a lot of. I've already on my TikTok. I made a slightly controversial review, like joke sound on the Netflix here, all the Netflix shows, especially towards Daredevil. Not something most people want to do because you're going to get a lot of backlash for that. But hey, like, look, it was a good series. I will give you that. I do think, not a fan of season 2 per se, but season 1 and 3 were really good. I think season 3 especially just really regained my confidence in the show overall. Like I would love to see season 4.
Yeah.
Okay. I liked all the Marvel Netflix shows except for Iron Fist. All of them were good.
I can't blame you there.
That's fair.
I watched a couple.
I watched all of them. I actually did. I did a binge. I did a full out binge back when Avengers Endgame was coming out. I took the time to watch every single movie and show that was under the MCU. Like under Marvel Studios, officially at the time, that was labeled MCU, including that's Netflix, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Agent Carter, the Runaway series, just everything.
Yeah,
and
there's a few that I didn't finish, but what were you gonna say for it?
I watched Luke Cage.
Oh yeah, Luke Cage is pretty good.
And I did enjoy that. That was the one thing, and I think it was because it didn't feel like a superhero thing. It was literally just like a crime fighting movie with like a little bit extra in Harlem. And I'm like, I used to work in Harlem, so I'm like, hey,
isn't crime fighting what most superhero movies are?
That's particularly why I was curious if you watched like Daredevil and stuff like that, because those aren't the main tropes. They aren't the big bombastic like flying around. Like Matt Murdock is a guy who gets the crap kicked out of him on a daily basis.
Yeah.
and it's awesome. But if it's not your speed, totally cool. Totally cool.
Oh yeah, especially Daredevil is. I think Daredevil is kind of a character where I think it's like you either love Daredevil or you're just mad about him, and there's like no middle ground. And like his stories are a lot more character driven, which he still has some great stuff. I've read a few comics that I've actually enjoyed, even though I'm not quite into Daredevil. So like maybe you like I think definitely give Daredevil a shot. Maybe you love the character, and if you love him, you will absolutely just love all of his the shows, the show, the comics. You'll trust me. Like people that love Daredevil, it's just like the amount of joy I've seen with just like so many Daredevil fans out of every single comic. Much like you will enjoy them if you like the character.
I'm currently okay. This makes me a bad Star Wars fan, but I'm going through Clone Wars for the first time.
Oh,
nothing wrong with
yeah,
that.
yeah. I hated the Clone Wars. The first couple times I watched it, I was like, I can't do this.
That's interesting.
I can't do this.
So did I actually.
Okay, fine. I'm not the only one.
And so that's season 1 is rough. The first movie is.
I watched that movie
zero.
so much when I was like
Me too.
7 years old. I watched that movie, I'm pretty sure, more than I have like Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm the same boat. I didn't even realize it was like it was actually not a good movie at all until like within the past 6 months, because I always remembered it from my childhood. Like it was a great movie.
Yeah, same.
And realize I think that's kind of just how a lot of, and I think as a Star Wars fans, especially growing up with the prequels, that's how you kind of come to the realization that people actually hated the prequels. Because you were a kid, you didn't realize that the media slandered that stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and realizing like once you're in high school that when you bring up the prequels, everyone's like, that's horrible.
Bad. Because I remember my uncle and my dad were telling me, oh my gosh, I was like, oh, Revenge of the Sith is my favorite. They're like, oh no, when you get older, you'll see Empire Strikes Back. Everybody hates the prequels. Nobody likes that. Now I'm seeing so much praise for those movies. I'm like, where were y'all earlier?
Yeah. I always like the prequels because I literally like grew up with Anakin as he aged, basically, because I was like 12 when Phantom Menace came out. So like seeing like Jake Lloyd, was like 2 years younger than I was when that movie came out. So like I grew up with that. But then I feel like when the Clone Wars came out, I felt like I had aged out of the Clone Wars in a way.
Yeah.
Because I was like 16 when Clone Wars started airing.
I feel like we're similar in.
I was on the end where like I grew into the Clone Wars because I was 9 when Clone Wars the show came out. So that was like purely for me that like I think the prequels are really what shaped up my perspective of Star Wars. Like that's how I kind of saw Star Wars, not by the original trilogy, but by the prequel trilogy of the lore and everything. And that's kind of what I passionately love about the prequels. I still enjoy them, and I think with and I know there was a time like especially like as I said when you are a teenager growing up watching the prequels as a little young kid. And then becoming a teenager, realizing people hate those, it's a little bit confusing at that point, being a Star Wars fan. Or should I hate it?
I got kicked out of a coffee shop for aggressively defending the prequels at one
point. And I think, especially the praise that the prequels get, I think a lot of it does come from just the people that grew up as kids watching these prequels, loving them, remembering them for the great memories they had watching them as a kid. I think that's kind of where Star Wars is a little bit shaped up to be, where like my dad, if you ask him, he still passionately despises the Phantom Menace,
and that's okay. And that's exactly what's going to continue to happen, right? There's going to be a lot of people who the sequels are going to be their first thing, and they're going to come in here. They're going to come into Star Wars with 9 episodes and see it differently.
Yeah,
but before jumping in,
talk negatively about those movies, about the prequels when I was a kid. Oh, sorry, my bad.
But no, for you were saying that you were just getting back into it. Personally, I actually hated the art style because I felt like everyone was too tall and angular, and it took me out of it. So I kind of understand why people don't like the Rebels. But so let us know, so we can. I'm gonna end up cycling you back out, but. If you can have any final thoughts, let us know where you are at in the Clone Wars, as well as I gotta know what's your favorite Star Wars topic, because I definitely gotta have you back on for a full episode of the High Ground, and I want to know what your
okay, so Clone Wars season 4 episode, I think it's 6. They just got off the Yeah, they just got off the. It's like with the C-3PO and R2-D2 episodes in season 4.
Oh, those.
Okay.
So that's what I just finished those.
Before the Umbara arc.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have Disney up. It's Darkness on Umbara, episode 7 is where the next episode I've got lined up.
Yeah.
Ooh, you're gonna...
I am like after season 3, I'm liking it. Like season 1 and 2, I'm just like forcing myself to do this.
There's
But as far as
some good ones in there.
Yeah. No, there's stuff that like I was like, okay, this is cool. These little, it's very out of order. Which
I can definitely feel. I definitely know what that feels like because I like recently within the past few months got into Rebels, and currently I'm on season 3, and it's much better. And like I was trying to I had to get myself to watch it because I don't think the show is particularly bad at all, but it does. But I do think think the pacing has a little bit of weird places, but overall, it's actually surprisingly good in a lot of areas, especially just the nostalgic elements I loved about Rebels. It gives you, it really makes me feel like I'm reliving the magic of the original trilogy. And especially season 3, when it starts to pick up pace and just get serious, I'm starting to realize that this is actually a fairly interesting show. So I can actually relate entirely to how you're feeling right now. And I said, you got yourself through the hard parts, it was a little bit hard, but you did it, and now you're in for some of the best stuff.
I'm looking forward to it. But as far as the topics, Chucko, I really love the theology of Star Wars, like comparing it to like the different religions around the world. I think that's a really interesting way to look at Star Wars. But as far as the fun stuff, that's not like, I need to think about this and contemplate everything for a week before I open my mouth. Anything about Starships, like, I mean, this is a full setup for Squadrons, baby.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
that's sick.
Yeah, so all the Starship stuff, if you want to talk about Alphabet Squadron, you want to talk about Rogue Squadron, stuff like Lost Stars, really into anything about the Starships, super into, but also just like if you want to talk about like Force and how stupid the Grey Jedi are.
Terrible concept.
I know.
They should feel bad.
But yeah, thanks for doing this little roulette thing. This has been really cool, really fun. It's a cool opportunity for a lot of people.
It's been nice talking to you.
Yeah, you too, guys. Everyone that's been on has been super awesome.
We appreciate you. Like I said, you will be back. So
thank you. Yeah.
Have a good one.
You too.
See you.
All right.
Yeah.
And I bring on Hammy the Man.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
How's it going, man? It's been a while. How you doing, buddy?
It has been. Yeah, I've been busy with college applications and getting ready to graduate, so been busy with all that. But it's good to see you all. Excited to talk about Star Wars with you.
Nice. $1 million question. Your Star Wars spouse. Who do you got?
Well, I'm just gonna go with anyone. So on my podcast, it's a running joke. You know, our first movie review was Black Widow. So I'm gonna have to go with Yelena Belova. I'm also
fair.
Okay, I'm also a Florence Pugh stan in real life. So you know, I feel like I have to go with her. So that's my choice right there.
Yeah, I fell in love with Florence Pugh when she was in Midsummer. It was the A24 movie. Have y'all seen that? Yeah,
I watched it after Black Widow.
Oh my god!
I have not seen any of the movies she's in, so I did not know who she was before Black Widow.
No, yeah, I discovered her a little bit early. She was in Little Women too, I believe.
Is she? So you're a big movie buff, Jonah, right?
I am a very big movie buff. Yes.
Nice.
Do you have like a movie specific channel?
I do not. On my TikTok, I mainly do talk Star Wars. I do kind of though want to break in to like more variety, like with movies and stuff like that. I'm very big into indie films. I love indie films.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna follow you right now. What's your TikTok?
It's Stormy Davis 21.
Okay. Awesome.
I'll follow you afterwards.
I appreciate you.
But yeah, so Jonah, what's got you the most excited? Well, since you're a big movie buff, I gotta ask, what are your top 3 favorite Star Wars films, and what objectively do you think are the best 3 Star Wars films?
All right, my top 3 is first is Revenge of the Sith. Basically grew up with that movie. Everybody told me it was trash. I stuck to it all the way through. Second, my second and third kind of flip flop, but Return of the Jedi is number 2. Empire Strikes Back is number 3. I saw in Empire Strikes Back recently there was a re-release in theaters for its 40th anniversary, and when I saw it in theaters, I was amazed. It's really nice seeing it on the big screen. I've seen 2 Star Wars movies in theaters. I saw a re-release of Phantom Menace, and that had like these like Darth Maul 3D glasses I went to go see it in. But yeah, and then so those are 2.
Oh, you did it with style too. That's nice.
Yeah, and then the top 3 objectively best Empire, Return of the Jedi, A New Hope. Probably just like Empire, Return of the Jedi, A New Hope.
Okay, nice. Respect. Yeah. And real quick, so forward into the black. If you're still in the chat, I didn't ask you to plug anything, so I apologize about that. If you wanna type in there anything you want to plug, I'll be sure to shout it out here. But of course, thank you so much for joining. Hammy Demand, what's got you excited? What are you looking for right now?
Yeah, so on my channel I talk about leaks a lot. So you guys were talking about it earlier with the Darth Maul show, with the Disney Plus Day stuff. So I'm really excited for the Disney Plus Day stuff. It looks like we'll probably get a Kenobi teaser and something for Andor. But I'm also hopeful for some announcements about the Acolyte. I think that's my most anticipated project. I love new things in Star Wars. I'm excited for Kenobi and the Book of Boba Fett, but I've seen those guys before. The Acolyte's a new time, new characters, and I'm hoping for some announcements on that and some updates on where that project's going.
Yeah, it's an interesting
Nice.
I'm so excited for the Darth Maul stuff. If I can make one Star Wars show, it'd be a Crimson Dawn one. It doesn't matter if I can bring back, I don't know, Knights of the Old Republic stuff, a Vader show. I just want a Crimson Dawn show. I feel like that'd be so interesting, especially after War of the Bounty Hunters when they got a little bit into Crimson Dawn.
Yeah.
I was like, oh damn, I like these characters now. Wow.
Did you read Vader issue, like most recent one? Was it 20?
No, I haven't read that one. I have to drive. The closest comic shop is 3 hours away.
Oh.
So I either go online comics or I have to drive all the way over there.
That's a hype. Right. I gotta ask you guys though, like, what do you think about the possibility of Crimson Dawn being in the Book of Boba Fett? I know Element made a video on it, but I want to hear your guys' thoughts.
I don't want to talk over him because I know I have a tendency to overtalk.
Go ahead and go first. I will have to start bringing people in a little bit faster because it looks like there's still some people waiting. But go ahead and let us know your thoughts, Johnsky, and then as well as anywhere we can find you and your stuff.
I think with the Maul series, actually, that would be. I anticipate that if the Maul series goes through and we get it, it'll actually tie into Book of Boba Fett with Crimson Dawn. Like it'll lead us into what eventually get into the circumstances of Book of Boba. I'm sure there might be like things going on, the bounty hunters, the crime groups, stuff, other crime groups, and just like where gotta wait for the Hutts to eventually be taken from the throne. And perhaps with the Maul series, we will get that where somebody's behind the whole thing, just waiting for Jabba to eventually be overthrown and seize the opportunity. And we get that in Book of Boba Fett. I just think there's a lot of opportunities of what we can really see in both Book of Boba Fett and a Darth Maul show. It's just brilliant. I am kind of excited. Like I'm a little bit neutral with the character of Boba Fett. I've never quite been into him. But I think with the direction the show is going, it's not like it's making an excellent choice of not necessarily being about Boba, but rather about the journey of what he's doing and just like the world around him. And it looks really cool, like seeing just Tamora Morrison taking on the mantle of Boba Fett, going around dealing with crime bosses. Just that's who Boba Fett is. That the show, and there's just so much potential that the show has. There's so many directions. I think that's kind of just that we all have the same mindset. I'm preaching to the choir, but you get the point. It's really soon, and even my dad's kind of looking forward to the show, and he doesn't really watch any Star Wars shows, but he'd love to see Boba Fett, a familiar face from the original trilogy, lead a show.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think as long as I keep pushing out things for all three kind of groups of fans, there's going to be something for everyone. Everyone's going to love things,
especially Star Wars content. Yeah.
Is where else can we find you? Do you have anything to plug before I?
So my TikTok is Johnski. Not how it's listed there, but with 5 E's instead of an I, at Johnski 5 E's. And I did open up a new Instagram for my TikTok videos. I haven't really used it much, but I will get to it. You can follow me there, same username, Johnski 5 E's. And basically what you'll get with me is a lot of hot take, controversial opinions, and just overall, I'm having a little fun. If you guys are into, I know a lot of people are, but and it'll be I like to do Star Wars, Marvel, DC, some anime, just a bunch of different fandoms. Stuff I just passionately love. I love talking about it. Love having strong opinions about everything. Just enjoying myself, and it's great meeting new people from every single fan base. Especially this one, meeting Darth Chaco was probably one of the best things ever. Being a part of this community. Hey, you're one of my favorite fans, Chaco. You're an inspiration to us all.
Well, I certainly appreciate it. Thanks for coming out and joining us. Appreciate
Glad
you
talking to you guys. I don't want to overstay. So it's great being on here. It's first time I've ever been on here. Probably last, but.
No, man, it was nice talking to you.
Yeah,
nice talking to you, my man.
Have a
I'll
good
definitely check you.
Okay, let's bring in Matrix next. Hello, can you hear me? Matrix, you're on.
Hello.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah, hello.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, can
Is
hear
that good?
you.
Hello. Muted. Mic is not muted. Is that good?
Yeah, we can hear just fine.
Oh,
it sounds
it's
like you
just
might
a
be listening to the
minute
podcast, which
delay.
is behind. Yeah, so you might want to mute your YouTube stream.
It's a minute. It's a big delay.
Yeah, no worries. If you can't hear me now, though, I got to ask the big question: who's your fictional spouse?
All right, I did that, and that didn't do anything.
All right. Well, I'll come back.
You're free to say characters. Like the Abeloth. That'd be an interesting
All right.
pick.
While you wait for the minute-long reply,
has a beautiful smile.
She-Hulk.
She has a very beautiful smile.
This is going to be awkward for me.
She-Hulk. Let's get it. Go for it. Looks like you're still operating with the delay.
Yeah.
All right. She's really strong, so she can do all the heavy lifting, and then I'm free to just, have her come around and be like, if I need to move house, she can just pick up the furniture and then.
Yeah, she's gonna be she's what, 6'9", I think. She's 6 foot something. She's super tall. Gonna be towering over you.
Hey man,
it's more of a convenience thing. It's
sometimes you want to climb that mountain, it's all good.
Yeah.
It's like Mistress Dimitrescu.
Yeah, from RE.
So we might run into some difficulties with the delay, but
is that it from Resident Evil?
Yeah, Resident Evil 8 she's in, I believe.
Man, this long delay is not good for me.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, we're all good. Real quick though, I'm gonna go to Hammy and see what else he's excited about that's coming through Star Wars. What do you think?
You know, I've actually enjoyed the High Republic. It's something that surprised me. You know, I just got a couple months ago. I got done reading The Rise and Storm, and actually, you know, Star Wars books have gotten me back into just reading in general. I'm currently reading Thrawn. I think is it Chaos Rising is the 1st book in like what is it, the second trilogy, canon trilogy?
Oh, with
Yeah.
the Chiss Ascendancy ones?
Yeah, yeah.
I
just
was
got
thinking
into
about
that.
picking those up.
Yeah, because you know he's probably going to be the main villain of this Filoni-verse, so you know, kind of want to know more about the character and how Timothy Zahn wrote him. And
I've met Timothy Zahn.
really,
He's
Nice.
a really nice dude.
Yeah.
I haven't had the pleasure yet, but hopefully I
waited
can
in
get
like
my
a
book
4-hour line to see him.
Not surprising. Not surprising.
Yeah.
Yes, he is one of my favorite Star Wars authors, although Claudia Gray has taken the top spot from him, in my opinion. No, I'm happy to see that you're reading High Republic. Like there was so much, I don't know, just like bad press going on about it, but it's really good. Like the quality is there.
I feel like those are mainly too from like all the sequel haters just trying to like shut out everything new that Disney was doing too.
Yeah, absolutely. Nedrix, are you reading anything? Reading any Star Wars? And
the awkward silence.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all good. Well, give him a moment. But
okay. In terms of High Republic, I need to read Out of the Shadows and Race the Crash Point, and then I'm caught up with the High Republic so far.
Nice.
I need to pick up some High Republic. I haven't read anything of it yet. I've heard it's very good. I have a friend that's trying to convince me to buy it.
You definitely should.
I love it so far. It's really good.
No. Also, the it just came out. They actually bound the first arc of the High Republic Adventures comics, the ones that are written by DJO.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, this whole thing is just the first arc, and it just came out, or it's about to come out. But it's something like this would be a great way to jump in, and like it's been a surprisingly fun read as well. Like if we were to get like an animated High Republic series, I would want it to be this book.
Aren't there like the little kid High Republic books? Do those like contribute big to the story? Because I know there's like ones for like younger readers. Have you guys read any of those?
Yeah, I mean, this one is aimed at younger readers, but it is good. They do have like some children's books as well, but they all contribute. You're gonna see characters from these pop in and out of other projects and stuff. So I think it's worth getting your hands on.
I've just read the adult novels that I read. Is it Into the Dark by Claudia Gray? I read that one as well. So I've only read 3, and I think I know the universe decently. I haven't checked out the comics or anything.
Yeah, one thing I do enjoy is you don't necessarily have to read all the comics. I think a lot of the books kind of really dive into the Nihil threat, and the comics deal more with the Drengir threat. So if one of those is more interesting to you than the other, then you should look into that. But Jonah, do you have any final thoughts or anything? I do have to get this ending pretty soon. I think we only have one more person that's going to be joining, so I want to cycle him in.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, do you have any closing thoughts or things you want to plug?
First, I just want to thank you, Chaco. I started my account because I was sitting in my room bored, and I saw one of your videos. I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to do something like that. So you're actually the person that made me make my first TikTok video. So, I just want to thank you on that. I really enjoyed doing it now.
It's a lot of fun. And that means a lot to me because, I think I talk about it a lot, but I started doing this because I was pretty crazy times last year, and crazy and uncomfortable and dangerous and all this stuff. And you guys all helped keep me sane during it. So it's really, it goes both ways. I appreciate it. yeah, thank you so much, Jonah. And
Yeah, thank you for having me.
absolutely, we'll have you again. But until then, have an awesome night.
Yeah, good talking to you, my man.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. It was a pleasure talking to all y'all.
Last but not least,
this isn't the bathroom. Where am I? What's going on, Chuck? What's going on, guys?
How's it going, Malik? We got the Jedi
right,
Smart
all
in the
right.
house.
What's going on? It's going pretty chill. I saw that you were doing this. Like, no, let's get on this little shindig.
Yeah. All right. $1 million question. Who is your fictional spouse?
All right. Fictional spouse. So I'm gonna go to the Mass Effect universe for this one. Miranda Lawson. I was so for the longest time I only romanced one character, and I stayed since Mass Effect 1. I stayed faithful. I played Mass Effect 2, romance Miranda. I'm like this energy. She knows she's better than me in every way, and she's like, I would be the stay-at-home husband. She's great. I love Miranda.
It's really difficult for me to not romance Miranda in that game. mostly because I have eyes. Anyway. Nidrix, you're operating a little bit in the past, so let us know whenever you get this, like, what you're excited for. If you hear us talking over you, remember that we already finished, so you just go, you just keep going, and we'll stop.
Yeah.
All right. So what's got you excited? That's coming up. That's popping off in Star Wars. And again, whenever you hear it, just start talking.
All right, I'll go.
Situation.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, the High Republic is coming out. I'm excited for all of the upcoming books and everything. The Acolyte is my most hyped show, but there's also those new book announcements. Brotherhood, Secrets of the Sith, all that good stuff. I am very excited for Obi-Wan. That is definitely high on my list.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Trying to think of something.
Yeah, I'm right there with you though, because those books, especially,
I have fallen behind on the High Republic comic books.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I'm really excited for the Brotherhood book. Is it Brotherhood? Knighthood?
I feel like I'm saying something, and it's like a 10-second delay, so I don't know if I should keep talking or not.
So for you, always keep talking. Just always keep talking, and we'll just adjust to you.
Yeah.
So even
we'll
whenever
stop.
you're hearing this, you just keep going. I think that's going to be the best thing, because we really do want to hear what you have to say about all this.
Always
stuff.
keep talking. Yeah. I can do that.
All right. But how about you, Malik? What do you got?
Ooh, what am I most excited for? It feels a little generic to say, but it's gotta be the Fallen Star, man. It's like it's the big culmination of phase 1 of High Republic. It's written by the Star Wars writing goat Claudia Gray. Like, there's just so much about it. Like, I'm so excited. I was catching up on it's funny. I was actually catching up on the comics today, and I'm very excited where they're going. Like, I'm very excited. Like, after listening to Tempest Runner and seeing Lorna D's character and where that's going in the comics, I'm like, I'm really into it. There's so much of that. It's also Secrets. Is it Shadows of the Sith? With the Ochi book. Oh my god. We're getting more Ochi Bastoon. Like, come on, more Ochi Bastoon. Like, who would have thought he'd be such a good character?
If you have not caught up on Vader, let me tell you, man, like, you gotta do it.
Please.
But yeah, Falling Star, I am ready to hurt. Because I know that's gonna that's why I haven't said that as being my most anticipated, because I know I just it's like something that's daunting. Like, it's not it's not something you're looking forward to happening. It's something you know is coming. You know, it's it's gonna happen.
Did you see the poster? Did you see the poster they revealed for it?
I saw the cover where there's broken glass. Is there a new
so
one?
all the authors posted like made a poster, and it's like all the characters from all the different High Republic.
I swear, if they kill anyone, I'm going to be really mad, and I know they are going to kill like everyone, so I'm not ready for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like telling that to George R.R. Martin. Like, you better not kill anyone.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
They're dead. Even Daniel Jose Olders is getting us good.
Oh God, yeah. The poster they made, it has all the characters from all across High Republic, and it literally just says who will survive. I'm like, you can't do this, guys. You can't do this. You can't do this.
Yeah.
Like I see Lula, Ram, and like Reese Silas are all in there with Orla Jareni and Bell. It's like and Elzar and Avar. I'm like, oh my God, literally no one is safe here.
And Hama, you just finished Rising Storm, you said?
Yes, yeah. I felt a lot of pain after reading that book, man. I mean, after we got Loden back, and then like we didn't.
Just
unfortunately, that's the best way I can put it. It's just like we got that whole story, and I'm like, yes. And then within like 10 minutes, I'm like, really? Like that's how I felt reading it. But yeah, the Fallen Star definitely going to get hurt. Definitely going to get a lot of pain from that book.
Nice.
We didn't mention we're getting the Marchion Row origin comic is also coming out around the same time. Eye of the Storm. And get Marchion Row, just a knockout of a villain. Just so threatening, so cool. Just like that scene in the Battle of Grisal where he's just like standing on the rafter and like his cape is flowing behind him. Like that was like a movie to me. Like I could literally see that clear as day.
Listen to the audiobooks for High Republic, but Marchion's voice, it's so like psychopath, like killer. But it's so good.
It's oh my God. I can't wait for more Marchion content. Like I loved his bits in Tempest Runner. That was I literally had goosebumps in those.
And yeah, and by the way, Element 7 does a great Marchion Row of vocal impression. So y'all have to let him bust that out at some point in time. Also, just an announcement, Malik is actually going to be the DM for this upcoming Star Wars D&D project that me and some other content creators are working on. So it's going to be super fun. I think it's going to be really successful. I don't know. I'm really excited.
I will say this: everyone's character idea I have been submitted, I have gone, wow, this is so good. I've been sent character, I'm like, wow, they've done so well. I really hope that I live up to these great characters they've already made.
It's gonna be fun, and like we're gonna hopefully if it works out well, there'll be more to come. I won't always make you do it, Malik, but I'm sure.
You got the shock collar on me. Like more sessions, Malik.
But yeah, I mean, how about the rest of you? Like outside of the High Republic, which we are all super stoked on, and then Obi-Wan. I mean, you mentioned Brotherhood. I'm super excited about that because that is a whole ginormous gap in Anakin's story that we don't know, and this is probably a really formative time. I feel like Attack of the Clones doesn't get enough attention because people love Revenge of the Sith so much, but we see so much of what makes him Vader in Attack of the Clones by itself, and I'd love to see like that period right after that movie. You know, I want to see him get knighted and all this stuff, and I don't know. Hopefully, we don't get too much content in that little time period because we have in between the two films, we have like a movie and 8 seasons of it.
How do you get the scar? That's what I want to know.
Right. Yeah, I agree with you there. I'm really excited for the book as well. I mean, Anakin's my favorite character in Star Wars. I know, ladies, that's a red flag. Don't worry about it. But Yeah, it's really weird though, because like it's coming out in May, and then I believe there's another book or like something about Kenobi coming out in May. So that's when I think Kenobi's going to come out. That makes sense. Like May the 4th is on a Wednesday this year, so I think that's when it's going to drop. And I think it mentions in the synopsis there's another character involved, like an unfamiliar face or something like
So
that.
I know what you're talking about. So Anakin will be taking a Padawan along with him on, or like a young, I don't know if it's a youngling or a Padawan, but a younger Jedi will be journeying with Anakin on this journey. And I found it interesting that they didn't like say this character's name. And I was like talking to some of the guys in the Discord, like, you think it could be Cal? You think it could be Caleb? I don't know. Wouldn't that be wild?
That would be interesting, and maybe that's why Cal had to like shut down his memories of the past.
I went on an adventure with Anakin Skywalker, and I was never the same.
Yeah. So Johnsky just said, "I'm back. I had to yell. Someone told me Superboy Prime did nothing wrong," which is true. Superboy Prime did a lot wrong, and he's, in my opinion, like one of the worst characters in fiction. But that's just me. I'm sorry. All right, so we'll go around and kind of wrap things up. I'm going to start by asking Nedrix, and then we can chat while he catches up. But Nedrix, like, what anything last that you are really excited for, and where we can find you and any content that you might make? Of course, as soon as you hear this, just start talking and go for it.
It's like watching it go across the world. The signal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I am on TikTok. Star Wars Facts Guy will vouch for me. It's Nedrex TT, same as the name there. As for what I'm excited for, of course, you know, the High Republic, there's Kenobi. There's also I did just order the Dr. Aphra Omnibus. That's arriving soon. I can't wait to read that.
Nice.
What else is there? I am behind on my generic Star Wars books. I did just get A New Dawn. I need to read the original Thrawn trilogy before I read the prequel one. And all that's coming in. I'm slowly getting through all of that.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't know. Everything I think is all going to be really good. I have not been disappointed by any announcement lately.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you coming on, and thank you for soldiering through the these latency issues, and for everyone for being patient, because I do want to hear everyone, and like, you know, all opinions are valid, provided they're actual opinions, and you're not a dick. I should probably add that in my bio. How about you, Hammy?
Well, you can find me on TikTok at Hammy D Man. You can also find me on YouTube at the same handle. On that channel, I have a sports podcast, so if you like to listen to NFL, like NBA, all that. And then I have a podcast with my good friend Alex, who you can find on TikTok at Candy in My Van. Don't ask about the username. We have a podcast on YouTube called Wars in the Stars, where we talk about all things Marvel and Star Wars. And next Friday, I'm off from school. I'll be streaming all day for Disney Plus Day. So if anybody in the chat wants to come in, just message me on Discord or anything, and we'll talk about the announcements and stuff then. So yeah.
Awesome. Looking forward to it. I think Element is also going to be streaming it, but I think he's just streaming on TikTok. I'll try to pop in, but I don't know. I feel like I'm going to be making a lot of videos that day, that night. Super excited. My dude Malik.
What's up? Yeah, you can find me at TikTok. At my username, you can see right there. The _Jedi _Smark. I have a podcast with my best friend called Ha! ! It's a podcast. Just wrapped up our Halloween specials. We're trying to think about what to do for Thanksgiving. We'll think of something. Probably won't, but yeah, you can find us wherever you get your podcast: Spotify, Audible, Apple Podcast, all that good stuff.
Yeah, but you didn't mention anything else that you're really excited about, beyond High Republic and stuff, and
beyond the High Republic. Gotta be Star Wars video game. I'm a huge gamers, all the video games, man. Particularly the Ubisoft Star Wars game, because I'm a huge Assassin's Creed fan. I love the stuff Ubisoft puts out, so I'm very excited to see. I just picked up Far Cry 6. I'm loving that, so I'm very excited to see what they do with Star Wars. Again, I was just talking to some of the good people in the server. We should be doing if they took the Nemesis system from Middle Earth Shadow of War and put that in a bounty hunter game. Like, how sick would that be?
That would be so freaking good. Yeah. I still have nightmares about that because I got chased by Ugabada of the Hot Blades, and he's this guy with flaming knives, and he kept killing me. Like, he was garbage at the very beginning, and he just happened to get the last hit. And he just kept getting buffer and buffer, and it was just my nightmare. So the Nemesis system really does need to come back into some other projects.
Imagine that, like an angry Ewok that you thought you've killed, but he keeps coming back with scar after scar. Like, you won't escape me, Chuck. Just an Ewok hunting you down.
And so, for anyone that doesn't know, if in the Shadow Mordor games, it's what's called the Nemesis system. If someone kills you, that person gets more powerful. And each of these creatures, they keep coming back. It's the same person. They keep coming back. And every time they kill you, they get stronger and stronger and stronger.
That's that, but they remember how they beat you or how you beat them. They adapt. Like, if you kill one by fire, he'll have burns all over his face, but he'll have more armor to protect against fire. It's so good.
Yeah, it's horrifying. Hopefully they do bring something like that in. I love it. I want to thank everyone so much for joining me. Again, I just like to talk Star Wars with cool peoples, and I know I'm gonna, like I said, I really do need to do this more often. And I'm gonna be coming out with a lot more content. If you haven't already, put a like on this video, please do, and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so yet. But on that note, I will go ahead and end it. Thanks everyone for joining, and may the Force be with you always.
Bye.
I'm just gonna say bye.